Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Prince William left King Charles in tears over his shocking decision to shape the monarchy. In an interview, an insider source said that Prince William's hidden scar had an impact on his unconventional decision about the monarchy. This decision is in direct opposition to King Charles's last desire for the monarchy, which was made during the course of his cancer treatment. This demonstrates that Prince William had a difficult time deciding how to relate to his father. Despite the expectation that Prince William will become England's future king, his journey has not been straightforward. Beneath the ostentatious royal titles and polished public appearances is a complicated network of major personal difficulties that have profoundly molded his identity. From the sad death of his mother, Princess Diana, to the turbulent challenges of growing up in a scandal-torn home, Prince William's childhood has been defined by great suffering. This documentary looks at the hidden tragedies that shaped his views on family, his expected responsibilities as king, and his close relationship with King Charles, his father. Why do the father and son have the sporadic arguments? William's drive to modernize the monarchy comes from what? Join us as we unveil the emotional journey impacting Prince William's decisions on the direction of the royal family. You should not pass up this chance. Maine. Childhood abuse. Prince William's early years were marked by great mental upheaval, mostly resulting from the well-reported breakdown of his parents' marriage. With young Prince William at its center, King Charles and Princess Diana's separation and later divorce became the global spectacle of the early 1990s. Along with his parents' turbulent relationship, the constant media scrutiny most certainly shaped his views of love, family, and obligation. Seeing their attempts to present a united front over their failing marriage, William developed an emotional distance from his father and a mounting isolation from his mother. Especially with regard to trust and vulnerability, this turbulent environment might have caused long-lasting emotional scars. These early events would then influence his decisions, particularly regarding his relationship with King Charles, his future role as king, and his perspective on family life. Public attention added to the emotional effects of his parents' divorce made it more difficult for Prince William to match his sense of obligation with his feelings. Second, Prince William still struggled to his mom's death and investigated about Princess Diana's death. Prince William suffered much from Princess Diana's untimely death in 1997. He lost his mother tragically and irrationally at the age of 15. For William and his brother, Prince Harry, Diana was a loving mother and a beloved global symbol. Her death significantly shaped William's views on family, loyalty, and responsibility for years to come. The tragedy drove him into a world of public grief while he struggled with intense personal suffering. It also exposed the royal family's fragility, an institution meant to be a pillar of fortitude, but from William's vantage point, neglected to guard his mother. Prince William has freely talked about how the death of his mother affected his mental health in later years, clarifying how it changed his views on bereavement and the value of family. Diana's legacy, her charitable activities, and her dedication to her sons served as a compass for him, which he felt he owed to keep running. His mother's struggles inspire him to honor her legacy by means of concrete change, since they highlight mental health awareness. Third point, King Charles's adultery. Prince William's relationship with his father, King Charles, has always been complex. One main factor influencing their relationship has been King Charles's adultery during his marriage to Diana. For Prince William, public revelations on the romance with Camilla Parker Bowles had been quite upsetting, especially in view of his mother's mental suffering. He struggled in his young years between loyalty to his mother and respect for the monarchy. The knowledge of his father's betrayal sharpened the tension in their relationship, one that would take years to mend. Although Prince William has lately publicly supported his father, His interactions with King Charles still reflect the traces of his parents' marriage. Driven to grow quickly, William examined the ideas of loyalty and responsibility the royal family was expected to represent. His adult life has been marked by a search for a different road, one based on openness and authenticity instead of the false impression of perfection. Fourth, his dad's inadequate emotional support. The lack of emotional support Prince William received during his early years greatly influenced his relationship with King Charles. Particularly during the turbulent years following the divorce of his parents, King Charles frequently displayed emotional distance. His responsibilities as heir to the kingdom required his attention elsewhere. Thus, Prince William felt abandoned. King Charles was physically present, but he was emotionally absent, creating a gulf that would cause William lifelong scars on his development. During his adolescence, when he struggled with his identity inside both his extended family and the monarchy, the lack of psychological attachment was most clear-cut. Prince William's parenting style has been based much on psychological support. He is determined to create a loving and open environment for his children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, because he believes that this element was significantly lacking in his own upbringing. Fifthly, the compulsion to conform. Prince William was under pressure to follow royal customs and expectations since he was the heir to the throne. Early on, the monarchy gave him instructions to follow its values, leaving little opportunity for personal expression. His royal responsibilities and his values frequently collided in this need to fit a certain archetype. William felt the weight of expectation since he knew the public and the media watched his every action. He had to be always calm, respectable, and above criticism. This was a major obstacle for someone grown in a home where emotions were sometimes hidden. Prince William began charting his course, one that embraced flexibility and contemporaneity inside the royal family, as he grew. He sought to present the monarchy from a modern perspective that reflected the reality of the 21st century instead of the rigid customs of past times. Often he ran afoul of his father, who followed royal traditions more strictly, with this desire for change. 6. Thorough media analysis. Prince William was under constant media attention from a young age, a phenomenon that affected his emotional state as much as his public persona. Living in the royal limelight made every aspect of his life subject to public examination, including his academic performance, personal relationships, and wardrobe selection. For a small child, this level of focus could be too much. Photographers, often pursuing Prince William and his brother Prince Harry, caused feelings of isolation and anxiety. William grew more aware of the effects this scrutiny had on his mental health as he grew older, so perhaps it influenced his strong support of mental health awareness. The intrusive media coverage of Diana's life profoundly affected Prince William's perspective on family privacy. To shield his family, especially his wife, Princess Catherine, and their children, from the relentless media scrutiny, Prince William has progressively taken a more protective role. Number 7. Diana's legacy's load. Since Princess Diana's passing, Prince William has assumed a significant responsibility for her legacy. Globally esteemed, Diana was a loving mother with a close relationship with her children. William became especially conscious of his responsibility to honor her legacy in the years following her death, not only as his mother but also as an international icon whose charitable activities changed public perceptions of the monarchy. Particularly on mental health, homelessness, and children's rights, he often muses over the major influence Diana had on his viewpoint. Her pragmatic attitude to charity, marked by visits to hospitals and direct interaction with the underprivileged, really affected him. He sees a great need to support her activities, even though such an effort comes with its set of challenges. Diana's activities changed public perceptions of the royal family, thereby increasing their relevance and humanizing their power. William understands that maintaining her legacy calls for his deft management of the complex balance between royal obligation and personal conviction. Still, Conflicts arise between his father's more traditional charitable approach and his vision for the monarchy. Eighth, different approaches to leadership. Prince William and King Charles have consistently held differing opinions regarding the future of the kingdom. Prince William supports development, while King Charles advocates a traditional, conservative viewpoint. The age difference has caused tension, particularly since William is becoming rather prominent in the royal family. Sometimes described as quiet and focused on maintaining the status quo, Charles's leadership style is based on profound respect for history and the royal legacy. Prince William, on the other hand, sees the monarchy as one that has to change with the times, strengthening ties with the people and implementing progressive ideas, including mental health awareness and environmental sustainability. This difference of viewpoint has created a situation whereby William occasionally feels discordant with his father. While William argues for adaptation and believes the royal family should remain relevant to future generations, Charles values history. Although this philosophical conundrum has caused anxiety, it has also driven William to follow a road that connects with his authenticity and raises questions about accepted royal rules. 9. Embracing modernization. Prince William sees a monarchy embracing modernism and change. Throughout his public life, his goal to make the royal family more relevant and approachable has been recurring. William argues that the monarchy has to adapt to stay relevant as society develops and attitudes about social issues, technology, and institutional roles change. One major argument he has had with his father is about his social media usage. William has embraced modern communication techniques since he understands that younger generations find knowledge on sites like Twitter and Instagram. King Charles's more traditional approach, characterized by official and restrained public contact, significantly differs from William's method. William's social media activity, especially in revealing facets of his family life, showcases his belief that the monarchy should be open and transparent to the public. He finds a monarchy that stresses environmental sustainability and mental health, qualities that truly speak to him. Through initiatives like Heads Together, among others, his public efforts to raise mental health awareness demonstrate his commitment to carrying on his mother's legacy of advocating for issues affecting daily life. Prince William is firmly dedicated to creating a more modern monarchy that balances historical respect with future aspirations. 10. Bringing personal values into line with royal obligations. A major obstacle in Prince William's life has been juggling his values with the rigorous demands of royal responsibility. He learned early on that the monarchy trumps personal preferences, emotions, and relationships. William began to examine this inflexible structure as he grew in search of a balance that would allow him to keep authenticity while fulfilling his royal responsibilities. One major factor of this conflict has always been his relationship with Kate Middleton. His desire for privacy ran counter to the public's unrelenting interest, particularly during their first dating period. In many ways, the couple's choice to keep a rather quiet relationship was a rebellious reaction to the royal demand for openness. Prince William's royal duties have collided with his need for privacy. Although he admits the responsibilities connected with the throne, he struggles with the enormous weight of his expected rule and yearns for the autonomy to make decisions based on his values. The ongoing struggle between obligation and personal satisfaction has greatly shaped Prince William's view of life and leadership. Number 11. Princess Catherine's effect. Among Prince William's most important advisors in life is Catherine. She anchors him among the complexity of royal life by offering emotional consistency. Many times described as a calming influence, Catherine provides stability and help in an otherwise chaotic setting. William's parenting approach clearly shows her influence. He often expresses how her loving and caring demeanor inspired him to be an even more emotionally involved father. Unlike his father, who frequently displayed emotional detachment, William is committed to giving his children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, the emotional support he missed in his early years. Catherine's modern, pragmatic approach to royal life has helped William accept a more approachable view of the monarchy. Unlike the sometimes austere and formal representation of the royal family, they have promoted a familial environment based in affection and reciprocal respect. William's management of the pressures of royal life has benefited much from their cooperation, which helps him to balance personal fulfillment with civic responsibility. Number 12. Fatherhood's transformational reality. Prince William's view of his relationship with King Charles has changed since he became a father. Being a dad has helped him to grasp the nuances of parenthood, particularly the major stresses connected to publicly raising children. This encounter has increased sympathy for his father's difficulties, since it helps one realize that King Charles was also trying to balance royal duties with those of fatherhood. William's parenting style is very different from his father's. William has deliberately sought to be emotionally accessible to his children, while King Charles was sometimes thought to be distant and consumed in royal duties. Seeking to give them some sort of normality, he has expressed a wish to shield them from the pressures of royal life. William's awareness of the value of family, as a personal unit, as well as a fundamental part of the larger royal institution, has improved under fatherhood. This transformative event has influenced both his approach to leadership and his relationship with King Charles, thereby assisting him in balancing his conflicting feelings about the monarchy and his role within it. 13. Advocating mental health awareness. Prince William's own struggles with mental health have fundamentally changed his outlook on life and his performance of royal duties. Having grown up in the high-stress environment of royalty, which was exacerbated by the loss of his mother and continuous media coverage, William struggled with anxiety and stress. Over the years, he has gradually revealed his mental health issues, building himself as a fervent advocate of breaking the stigma attached to mental disease. His hardships have sharpened his sensitivity for others going through similar challenges, and he has worked hard to stress mental health among the royal circle. With Prince Harry and Princess Catherine, he helped create Heads Together, a program aimed at reducing social stigma and encouraging open talks about mental health. This emphasis on mental health represents a shift from the traditional royal stance, which often concealed feelings and personal struggles. By supporting mental health awareness, Prince William is creating a more progressive and sympathetic posture within the monarchy, significantly departing from the stoic, duty-bound image of past generations. William's view of his relationship with King Charles has changed in line with his awareness of mental health. He struggled with emotions and a lack of expression in his early years, but he realized the need for open communication and psychological support once he started a family. His search for knowledge and treatment for his mental health has shaped his attitude to helping his children, arming them with tools to face challenges and so promote structural change inside the royal body. 14. Dealing with royalty customs. Prince William has expressed throughout his life a wish to free himself from some royal customs he believes to be obstacles to personal growth and progress. Early on, he discovered that the monarchy ruled everything and often subordinated personal freedom to obligation. As he developed, he realized that the royal family or the British people would not always benefit from a strong dedication to tradition. This need to deviate from the norm has surfaced in several spheres of his life. His decision to wed Catherine, a member of a non-aristocratic family, broke greatly from tradition. Their commitment to a modern, relevant representation of the monarchy reflects William's desire to create a royal family that interacts with the general people rather than appearing to be far off. His view of public participation and royal duties deviates from accepted wisdom. Once thought unworthy of the monarchy's dignity, William has embraced new technology and social media channels. William's readiness to adopt modern communication techniques demonstrates his intention to increase the royal family's openness and prioritize his family's welfare over strict adherence to process, even at the expense of challenging his father's expectations. 15. Prince William struggled with King Charles's reaction to Diana's death. Prince William still suffers much from King Charles's reaction to Princess Diana's death. While Charles helped the family negotiate the bereavement period, many felt his response lacked the warmth of being expected in such a terrible situation. Particularly, Prince William suffered from what he considered his dad's lack of compassion following Diana's death. William, a small child, yearned for more psychological help from his dad after recently losing his mother in a horrible and public incident. Still, King Charles, grieving in his own way, struggled to offer the comfort and candor his son needed. William often found himself at the center of family grief, but he was never allowed to properly express his suffering or find emotional comfort. The lack of emotional support significantly altered his relationship with King Charles. Prince William and Prince Harry have been candid about their struggles with loss, which has influenced their views on their duties as public figures and fathers. Prince William has tried to be more emotionally present for the children, so they won't go through the same estrangement he went through following Diana's death. His dad's more austere response to difficulty contrasts sharply with his commitment to stressing psychological help and openness. As we consider how Prince William's hidden wounds have affected his perceptions, especially with King Charles, we urge you to share your ideas. Do you believe Prince William will follow the traditional paths set by his father? Or will his past shape the direction of the monarchy upon his ascension? I appreciate you watching the video. Please kindly comment. Farewell for the time being.